Hey yo interneters, welcome back to another video. So I don't know if you know, but my first pin mod video is the most viewed video on my channel, and so I want to thank you all for that. For me, I've been using that pin to spin a lot, and that's my only pin, I should say. And also for this specific pin, it's missing a thing. So for this little guy, I wanted to make it a little bit more spicy. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and take this pin and then make it an LED. I'm pretty sure that most of you know, if you take an LED light bulb and then you clamp it down against the battery, the light bulb will light up, right? Because it has a power source. The problem with that is it'll be a hassle if it's always on, right? Because one, it will waste battery, and number two, to turn it off, you have to remove the battery from it, and that'll be a hassle of doing it every time you want to turn on and off the LED. So that's not ideal, right? There's like two that I kind of research and mess around with. So let's check out these couple ideas that I'm gonna do and try to work with the pin and see if I could make this pin an LED. And so the first thing I thought that might work was I'll take a copper conductive tape and create a positive strip with it. And then from there, I'll take the same copper conductive tape and create a negative strip with it. And then from there, I'll take the LED light bulb and connect the LED light bulb to the strip, connecting the negative with the negative and the positive with the positive. From there, you'll take a power source, which in this case will be a battery, and place the negative part of the battery with the negative strip. And then here you have basically a basic circuit. And from there, to complete the circuit, you'll take the positive strip and match it up with the battery that's connected to the negative strip. And when you do this, the LED light bulb should turn on and light up. And so let's just test to see if this will work. And so I'm going to do the exact same thing like I explained out on the diagram that I drew out for you guys. And here's the copper conductive tape that I was talking about, and I'm trying to draw out that Z shape that I did on that diagram, and it's actually a little bit harder than it looks with the copper tape. It's hard, but it's okay, I managed. And when you're doing this, you don't want to have any breaks in the strip because that will mess up the current. And so after that, I took the light and, like I said, I connected the negative with the negative and the positive with the positive. And so after that, I taped the 1.5 volt LR41 batteries together just so it could be like 3 volts, because certain LED lights require certain voltage for it to work. And so since I have 1.5 volts, I kind of used 2 to make it 3. I think that's how it works. I'm not exactly too sure, but once that happened, I just pressed down and connected the positive and negative or the battery together, and you have it light up. And this is like the on and off switch that I'm looking for. And so it works, so that's good news. Now I'm cutting it out so I could roll it up into like a small roll and hoping it will be small enough to fit in the barrel. And as I'm rolling up this circuit that I made, it's not working out as I hope, because one, the battery gets in the way and it makes it too bulgy to fit into the barrel. And then not only that, it was just too big, and this wasn't going to work. So this was unfortunate. And so I came up with a second idea, and this second idea is to create something very similar to the first, where instead of building it on paper, I'm gonna build the circuit on top of the battery. And how I do that is I'm cutting out a very long strip. And what I'm gonna do with this strip is I'm gonna create a positive and negative out of this one strip. So how this is gonna work is I'm gonna tape this strip to the back of the battery or on the side of the battery, and from there I'll take this strip and then bend it down and connect it to the negative, right? And so when this strip touches that negative, it becomes like a negative strip, so to speak. And so after that, I cut the excess piece or negative strip, and then create a positive by connecting it on another side of the battery. And then from there, I take the LED light bulb and connect the negative with the negative and the positive with the positive. And so after I finish taping this up and connecting it together, all I gotta do is move the positive strip and touch the back of the battery, and it lights up. So this still functions as an on and off like I want it, but when I take the LED that I made and I put it into the doctor's grip and I try to put it in the barrel, there's a couple of problems. One, there's not enough pressure from the Dr. Grip to actually turn on because it's from the back of the LED that I made. And when I put the LED into the barrel, it starts to get loose and it disconnects. So the LED light bulb actually starts to get loose from the tape and it falls off. And I spent many hours trying to fix it, and I did my best on this, but unfortunately, no matter how much I tried, it didn't work. And so because this didn't work, I kind of went back to the old idea that I have to have the battery stay on all the time, and whenever I want, I could just remove the battery back and forth and just deal with that. And so yeah, I'm taking the battery and then I'll just connect the negative with the negative and positive with the positive without any conductive tape, and just have the light on all the time. Now the surprising thing happened when I did this. It didn't stay on all the time. It turns off because there wasn't enough pressure from the tape, because I tape it very lightly. And so when I put it into the Dr. Grips can provide pressure if you press down on it. So when you press down, the Dr. Grips turns on. Now when I put it in the barrel acts as more pressure, pushing the tape or the LED down towards the battery. And so then I did the exact same thing on the other side. And so when you want to turn on, all you gotta do is push in the Dr. Grip against the barrel, and it will touch the LED light bulb, will touch the battery, and it will turn on and off. And so this actually turns out a lot better than what I had intended. And so whenever you want to turn on, just press it in on both ends, and then you have a LED pin mod. And I think this will work for a majority of pin mods out there. And so if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And like always, thanks for watching, and until next time.